So all of this experience when we do our listings came from the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of buyers that we've helped buy houses with. So it really helps us to help sell the houses because we know what the buyers are doing in your home when you don't know what they're doing. Today we're going to talk about staging with the distraction as being the subject.
Yes, yes. So welcome to Selling in Idaho.
Yes, welcome to Selling in Idaho.
A lot of people, I think, are gravitating. They're like, well, I want a listing agent, right? I want someone that specializes in listing homes. That is great. But the ultimate listing agent is someone who's also worked on the other side.
From several years and is a listing agent now or like us, we're a team, we're Avmont Realty. And in the meetings, we know when there's problems, what's been going on with the buyers and stuff like that. So it's great to have a team because we all work together, and we've got our open house team, we've got our listing team, and we've got our buyers team.
And our inventory specialists.
And inventory specialists too.
Yep.
So we're very well rounded. So anyways, let's get on that subject. What I like to do is bring my stager in. Even if your stuff is there, we have stagers that will stage. Most agents don't have stagers that will stage if you're living there, even with pets, but mine in particular does. Now, if your home looks like it's already staged and we just need to tweak it a little bit, she comes in, we pay them to go in and say, remove this, add this. So there's different levels. Okay. So there's the basic level. They'll just say, remove some stuff, get rid of this, get rid of that. And maybe I bring in some little fluff here and there.
The fluff.
I
love the fluff.
I got a garage full of, when they come in and they'll have stuff removed, and she'll bring paintings, pictures, all that good stuff. So she'll do like a half stage. And then we'll do a full stage if you're not living there and you've already moved out, and we bring all of the furniture in. And again, we pay for that at Avmont Realty.
Yep, that's on us.
Yes. So wherever you are, we have you covered. But we're going to talk about distractions at the moment.
Yes, because that's what I was also thinking too. Sometimes if your house is already, got furniture, it's staged, it's beautiful, she will come in. She said she might add a couple things, but the most important thing, like what happened with my parents in particular, is things might not necessarily be added. She might have to feng shui a couple things
because they don't fit. It's comfortable for you to watch TV.
Exactly.
But the flow doesn't work, and it's just crammed in.
Exactly. So it could just be like, hey, we need to feng shui. We need to move this couch a little bit, open up this room, do a couple items like that. Because remember, it works for you. But what we're trying to do here is we're trying to have people come in and visualize themselves as this is their home.
Yeah, and like in your case, it closed up and the furniture was so large that it makes the living room look small. So in some cases, I've removed sectionals or split a sectional, and then we have a way to cover where the hooks are and stuff. That way the room opens up more. And that is very important. So statistically speaking, it's about 60% of the people cannot function in a house without seeing like their stuff in it if your stuff is in it. Now, the way to do that is make it very benign, remove all the personal items, because if we don't do that, they can't visualize their own stuff in here.
Yep.
And then it also sells for more, 10%. I think the statistics was anywhere between 5% and 10% above your asking price, because you get possible multiple offers, or somebody who wants to place an offer versus someone who wouldn't because it didn't look right. Everybody complained that the living room was too small. I've had a client that I did that, and I came in and they were already listed, couldn't sell the house, and we moved stuff around. We did a little bit of tweaking in the kitchen and changed some light bulbs out and did some stuff, and boom, sold. So it's really important.
Yes, a light bulb can make a difference. I can't tell you. I know it sounds weird, but it's not like, adding a light, subtract. No, having the same color lights. So if you go into a home and you had to replace a bulb, right, because it went out, but they didn't have the 1000 lume white light, so you did it with just a regular bulb, that will change the entire look of the room.
Well, yeah, a lot of people like to live in that warm white which is not the bright white, which gives that brown hue. And especially our older homes that we find right here selling in Idaho, like in the Idaho Eagle area where they had that boom back in 2000, 90s, 2000 to 2006, a lot of browns. So in order to open it up, we take out all those bulbs that are warm and we put in the bright lights. And it may be uncomfortable for you to live in it for a while because some people are sensitive to that bright light, but it opens up the house. It makes it feel a lot better.
It can change the color of a room. I mean, that could be the difference between potentially having to paint a room.
Yeah.
Right?
I do that in my brown walls.
Yes.
I put the bright whites in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It can make a huge, huge difference. Mm-hmm. I was just thinking of something. I was going to bring up a story.
Well, hold that. Yeah. We'll talk about distractions.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
we got distracted. Squirrel. So if you have the top 3 things when we bring the stagers in, this is why I was talking about it. I let her be the bad guy. So I can sit back and let her tell you to remove everything. The top 3 to make your house very benign and vanilla is any political signs, posters, no politics, flags out in the front, remove all that. You don't know who's coming in your house. The second one is religious items. I know that's very sensitive for most people, but I have been in a house where every wall was lined with crosses all the way across, all the way down, just crosses everywhere. And it made her feel comfortable, but it made buyers feel uncomfortable. So we want politics, religion, and last but not least is family photos. And I've had some clients where the whole hallway was just all of their kids. And I felt bad. They felt bad, but it really, because here's what's going to happen. The buyer's going to walk in and they're going to, oh, look at the babies. Oh, honey, come here. You got to see this. Isn't she adorable?
Remember when our kids were that age?
Oh my God. And then they start talking and they didn't see the house. They're so focused on all of the pictures. And have you had one like military or police or a boxer or a race car driver? And then they want to know who is he? And they start reading everything, trying to figure out if he's famous and if he did this and if he did that. So we want all of the personal stuff gone. Because we won't get them, the buyer's agents won't get them through your house. And it's very, very important.
I mean, think about it. It's really the items that essentially make the home your home. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly it. It's making it your home. Mm-hmm. We want them to make this their home.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I've had that happen when we were first moving to Idaho. We went looking, me and my parents and my husband, and we went into this house and the house was adorable. I regret that my parents didn't buy this house. It was amazing. 5 acres. I mean, we moved back in 2018, so it was a cheaper price back then. It was gorgeous. I could not tell you why the house was gorgeous because they had super cute family photos with Highland cows.
Oh my gosh. I would be looking at every Highland cow there was.
Exactly. It's exactly. I'm like, oh, the Highland cows. Oh, look at their, oh my God, her skirt is so cute. Like it was just.
The only Highland cow we want to see in your house is those paintings you can get at Hobby Lobby.
Yes.
The Highland cows.
As a matter of fact, I want one of those.
I got several in my rentals.
I need one of those. Those are adorable.
Yeah. So anything that you can remove that's a distraction. And that's why I bring the stager and she'll come in here. Talking about cluttered kitchens, even though it's functional for us, we have, our oils, we've got, a pot on the stove and all this stuff. When it comes to showing or photos right before, everything goes underneath. Everything goes underneath. Yep. Keurig we can leave out. I mean, that's not a big deal. But when you're seeing like medicine and oils and everything, it's like, you can't see my counter, but if I was to point over there, I've got all my dog medicine. I mean, it's got what?
That was Joe's medicine.
Yeah. It's for the dogs. It's for their tummy, Yeah. So anyways, we want to make sure. I got to shut my phone off. Wow. I can't believe I did that.
It's for their tummies.
That's a distraction right there. Is the phone.
That is, yes.
So simple, clean, and then, bathroom, same thing. You're in the shower. How many showers have you been in where you've seen soap and razors and gosh. Yeah. You just take all that, put it in a basket and shove it in the closet.
Because people, you guys, I don't think you realize people are going to get it in depth and they're looking, right? I can't tell you how many people, they want to see if it's a bathtub liner or if it's tiled. So even though you have a beautiful shower cover on it, curtain, they're going to open it. They're going to whip it open. They're going to take a look.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. I was just thinking about, I did this really funny video for what we're kind of doing now. Is like, you got to be careful what you're sticking in the closets because you're in a hurry and you just throw everything in. But people want to see the depth of the closet. I did a video where I had my daughter's boyfriend hide in the closet. Yeah. And so I'm like, you'll never know what you're going to find in a closet. So make sure your closets are clean. And I open it up and he's in there eating a cheeseburger. Yo, what's up, Miss Abmont? So it was supposed to be funny, and it was hysterical. But that's my point: is don't just shove everything in there. Do some decluttering. Pretend you are moving, right?
Yeah, well, that's exactly it.
So start boxing all of that stuff and move it into the garage. And that's number one question. Well, if I start putting all these boxes in the garage, is it okay? Yes, people are used to seeing tons of boxes in the garage. It's fine. Load it up.
Yep. The garage is, it's kind of a neutral space. Like, people understand when you say it's a 2-car, they're going to go in, and the husbands, they're going to look, right? And they'll be able to gauge boxes or no boxes. They will decide as soon as they walk in that garage if it's big enough for them. So fill it up.
They carry measuring tapes. I mean, they're ready. Husbands go in the garage, wives go into the kitchen. It's like herding cats, trying to keep them together. That, also remind me of, put all your personal belongings away. Any medications, any jewelry, all that stuff. Lock it away. Open houses, lock it away. Because people are opening drawers, they're opening things. And if you have an open house and it gets really busy, I mean, our agents, there's usually 1 or 2, hopefully 2 on the first weekends because it is busy. But you never know what kind of people come in and distract an agent while the other 2 go in and look for medication and stuff like that. So you want to make sure you put all that away.
Yeah. Which, on our next episode, I think we're going to talk about cameras and speakers inside the home. But that's, another one. I had a client who had cameras up all inside her home. And when they did showings, she watched people go through her drawers, find a pen, use a pen. Didn't bother her. What bothered her was that they didn't put it back. She was like, they took it out. They didn't put it back.
Yes. Yeah.
Really, to conclude, selling in Idaho is distractions. Anything you feel would distract you.
Yeah. Think about it. Get rid of it. Yep. Put it in a box that, and put it away because you're going to move. All the knickknacks, all the perfumes, makeup goes underneath, shampoos, all that, shower puts away, kitchen, everything put away. I think that's the most important. Oh, and the kids, make sure they make their beds every morning before they go to school, because you never know who's going to walk into the house, and then you're running around to do it. And check their closets as well. It won't make them happy, but to just have them think of the next house and how wonderful it'll be, and they could be little piglets there, but not while you're selling the house.
Well, and I want you guys to think too, how much so far our first 3 videos make sense. There's a plan in motion, right? This is inconvenient. Having to do all this stuff every day to prepare your home for a showing is inconvenient, which is why pre-listing inspection, staging.
Be sure to watch all our other podcasts.
Yes. It all coincides together to try and sell your home in Idaho as quickly as possible.
Yes. And for all of you who are new, make sure you subscribe so you can be put into our drawing every week. Yes.
And don't forget, when you subscribe, turn your privacy notifications off so that we can see you.
Yep.
Or comment below.
Or you can text me and say, hey, I just subscribed to 208-789-4320. Today is our raffle day. So if you liked, subscribed, and shared, you got entered into the raffle. There is one thing. We had 300 new followers on subscribers on our YouTube channel. But we can't pull everybody's names because I had my office manager help me out with this. In YouTube, you have to go to settings and you have to go into privacy. And under subscriptions, you have to either check or uncheck it. So a lot of people have the privacy settings on. So a lot of you did not get entered, unfortunately. Or you can subscribe and also make a comment saying, hey, this is my name. Make sure, I don't know how we can get a hold of you, but I guess if we call you out, you can reach out and text me. That probably Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that would work.
Yep. And we will be checking if you subscribed.
Yeah, definitely. So subscribe and make a comment, and then we can enter you in the drawing. So this week is a $50 gift card to Starbucks. So we're going to figure out who the winner is. You want to do it?
Sure.
I'll spin it and you pick.
You spin it and I'll win it.
All right. You go in there and, ooh, someone's stuck right there. Let's see.
Nicole Feniers. I hope I'm not butchering that last name, but it's beautiful. Nicole Feniers, you are our winner this week.
And that's spelled F-E, what is it?
Right here. Faneers.
So if you get that message, text me 208-789-4320 and say, hey, it's Nicole. And somehow I got to prove it because watch me get like 15 of them.
I was just going to say.
Yeah. So I'll call you or something and we'll arrange it so I can get you that Starbucks card.
Yes.
All right. Selling in Idaho. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.